Welcome, infinite beings. Today we're going to talk about the mind and how to change one's mindset, because when you change your mindset, you change your world. You change everything around you. So let me explain how this is happening. The way that I'm beginning to understand quantum mechanics is the observer is actually one of the biggest parts of this whole reality that we're within. See, the divine source operates in the path of least resistance. So, for example, if I left this room, it would turn into waves, and there would just be flow, because that's the path of least resistance. But the moment that there's a conscious observer observing whatever it is observing, obviously, this third dimensional reality, the flow breaks down into whatever is needed to be broken down into. So, what I've realized is everything around me is created from my mind, from my perception, from the way that I view the world. Everything around me is literally a reflection of myself. That brings me a lot of happiness because it empowers me. It's all about what I can put into my mind to benefit myself, what activities I can do to raise myself. But since we're talking about how to change a mindset, we'll go into that. Now, to change your mindset, you need to begin with, well, you don't need to begin with anything, but the way that I went along my journey is I began with my physical mind and my physical body, and I began healing that more and bringing more whole foods, more superfoods that are great for the brain, and incorporating those into my diet and slowly phasing out the other stuff. And as that changed, my mental changed. But some tips and tricks that I've learned from my mental is the path of least resistance truly is the greatest. A lot of people don't realize they put their attention, which is your concentrated power, onto things in which doesn't really serve. Like, for example, let's say you get the thought, I'm ugly, and then all of a sudden your attention gets attracted to that, and you start thinking of things that you don't actually want, like, I'm unworthy, I'm fat, I'm scared, I'm sad, I'm all these things that you don't even want, you begin putting your attention to. So what I've realized is the path of least resistance can help you the most. So what I do is, if I get a thought that doesn't really serve, it's not about putting your attention to it and saying, I don't want that, or anything like that. It's simply letting it go, let it flow, and then something better will come to you, and when something better comes to you, you put your attention to that. So, for example, I'm ugly. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm glorious. I'm out of this world. I'm nature's undefinable. I'm infinite being in an infinite universe. I'm abundant. I'm grateful. I'm absolutely happy beyond belief. I'm finding balance. You know, it's all about your attention, because awareness is spread out evenly, so your awareness goes out evenly to your environment, or mainly evenly. There are moments in which your awareness may not be so even, but it generally is fairly even. And then your concentrated power is whatever you putting your attention onto, whatever you are looking at, that, like, whatever you're focusing on is your concentrated power. So if you start concentrating on what you want and what serves, you'll move mountains. You'll change your life. You'll change the way you view everything, because everything is literally a reflection of yourself. You could walk around thinking that you hate the world, and then that's really just you hating yourself, because the world is a reflection of yourself, because you're creating your own reality. So then, when you begin changing the way you think, you begin changing your world. When you begin loving the world and showing your sides in which can benefit society, things change, and you'll be going somewhere and you begin figuring out what you want, what you truly want. A lot of us are caught in this notion of what we want when we don't even want these things, but we've put our attention to it with, like, there are so many ways that we've put our attention to things that we don't even want. So you gotta start putting your attention to what you do want to phase out the things that you don't truly want. And I hope that really helped you infinite beings out today. Another video will be coming soon. Not quite sure what I'll be doing. When I make a video, I just do what feels right. So, peace.